In this video, we got all of our parts from CJ Pony Parts. They were running a great sale. Saved a little bit of money up there, and we got the drip edges, the quarters, and the roof skin. So we will have some progress coming on this car in the next couple videos. Make sure you subscribe. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna check out these aftermarket drip edges. I don't know how well these are gonna fit. These are CJ brand. We are going to compare to my original, the 69 little short boomerang pieces. We got them right here. I want to compare and see if they have the same angle and arch as the aftermarket ones. See, I had cut these off the other roofs that you all had saw. Let's just get an idea and see. See, right off the get-go, I can see this is a little wider. Angle-wise, it's not bad. I mean, we can tweak it a little bit. They bend pretty easy. I think these will be okay. You can see a little bit of different angle here, which is not a big deal. We can tweak that a little bit. I think that all this stuff will work, but it's going to take a little bit of finagling and fitting. These are, see, this is the driver's side. You just never know if this stuff gets stepped on, bent, in shipping or whatever. See, if you look at that right there, you can see that it goes up, that you do have to tweak these a little bit, which isn't going to be a big deal. We'll just bring that down. There we go. Good as new. I think these will work out just fine. The quarters were $5.24 a piece, and they were on sale for $4.15, I believe it was, $4.04 or $4.15. I'll have to look at my invoice. It's always a nice surprise when you go to pick up your parts and they're actually cheaper than what you thought they were going to be. Let's see. Quarter panels were $410.99 from $529. The drip rails were $180, and the roof panel was $524, I think it was, and it was down to $418.99 on sale. I believe the sale goes on until today, which today we're filming this, 18th. Okay, so as of the 18th, I believe the sale goes off this evening on the 18th. Man, this week's getting away from us. You know, I saved $300 on that order. That order was going to be over $1,800. So I got everything out the door for $1,507 with tax. We're happy about that. And like I say, we'll put this in the budget where we're at. All right, so what we're doing here is we're just moving the Pour 15 around inside these frame rails. Saw in the last video how I prepped those with OSFO, and I cleaned all the rust out of them. Actually, this is Pour 15. I had said that I probably wasn't going to use that, but it's what I had. I thought I had another product, but this will work all right inside here. This encapsulates anything, but obviously in the last video you saw that rust has been neutralized. I went over it 3 separate times with the OSFO. So these rails were actually pretty clean. Just moving this stuff around so it doesn't puddle and run out of the holes onto my floor. This stuff will probably take a good 24 hours to set up. But once this stuff sets up, and it's harder than woodpecker lips. That's what you want. So what we're gonna do is get this trunk floor welded in today now that the frame rails are coated. We're gonna get this welded in today. And then we're gonna peel off the old drip rails, and we're gonna show you what we got. We did pick our parts up from CJ's. They came in a little late, but they came, and they appear to be okay. I'm gonna show you guys, the first thing I do when I get a quarter panel and a wheel well is I wanna see how good the wheelhouse fits the quarter panel. If you look down in here, you can see this fits like dog shit for the most part. I mean, I like it a little better than this. I'm gonna have to tweak this fender well to get this in there, but the notch in the quarter panel and the notch in the fender well right here on this particular one, it's like the wheel well sprung out a little bit, but that's all right. We can compact it a little bit and we can trim this edge back, but you want to look at this before you put your quarters on with your wheel wells, because you will fight that quarter along that rocker edge. If this does not go into this notch, you're going to have a world of problems. Sometimes you just got to cut it back a little bit. That's what we'll probably have to do on that one. This one fits much better. If you look at this one over here, this one fell right in there pretty nice, and that's usually what you get with reproduction. One side or tire always fit better than the other for some reason, wore out, dies. That's what you get. It's not a big deal. Expect it. But just take note, if you need to trim that edge of that quarter, you need to do it before you put it on the car, because it will be a son of a bear to get in there and trim that after you start welding it. And I always save, when I do the quarter panels, I always wait to weld this edge. I'll probably weld half of this edge, and then I'll save this edge for last, because I want to make sure this lines up with the door good. There's just a couple little tricks when you got to hang these quarter panels. And I had said before about this little hump right here is sometimes an issue on the 69s that go over top of this little bump here. So sometimes you might have to do a little modification. Quick fix is just cut this, lay it back a little bit, and weld it back up, and that quarter panel should fit right on there. What I got to do, like I said, we got to get these drip edges off, get the new ones on, get the rest of the roof primed, get this primed, put this in, and then we'll start putting this puzzle back together. Benny is just prepping some quarter panels, because I didn't touch on it, but we are going to go ahead and paint these red oxide before we hang these on the car. It's just easier to get to. We'll scuff all this up. This will all be red oxide. Much more easier to do it at this point. A lot easier, for sure. Benny's just going to take a little 320 over them, scuff all this E-coating down a little bit, and we'll get this done. We did get this wheel well fitted in much better than initially. We did have to trim a little bit of metal, like we talked about on this corner, and we had to compress the wheel well just a little bit. But you might want to do this before you hang this quarter panel on the car, because it's a struggle, trust me. And what I do is I'll just put one tappet screw in the middle of the wheel well so it'll kind of pivot as I'm hanging the quarter. And then I'll clamp it in place, and then I'll go on the inside and put a couple tappet screws from the inside out to where this needs to be located. And I'll just use the tappet screw holes as alignment holes when I weld that in there. But just a little bit of prep. That's where we're at, fellas. We're going to keep on chugging. Next week's videos, man, we may have a complete body on this car. Like I said, we got the driver fender, or the passenger fender over there. I got the driver fender in the shed. We're going to have the fenders hung on it. I still need a door, though. I'm not going to be able to weld the jamb on the passenger side till I find a door that's going to hang on the car permanently. I don't know what to do on that yet. I may just have to hang the old rusty door on the car and get it somewhat close, but you should have the correct door that lives on the car when you hang that quarter, because like I say, they all fit different. But we're going to show you, we're going to unbox the roof skin. We're going to show you what we got from CJ's. And this is a pig of a piece of metal. Let me tell you, this thing is massive, and it is Dynacorn. Just in case you guys were wondering what this cost. This would have cost $1,800, but I got a nice little surprise when I got to CJ's that they were running a sale. I got $300 off of these parts on their sale, so I guess I can't cut them up too much on this video. I'll take the $300 savings anywhere I can get it. We'll have to put that in our budget. Just sit it on the roof up there, Ben. Hopefully it fits better than that. Oh, your side up. We'll just sit that on loosely. There we go. We're just going to store it there for now. Got to get these strip edges off. I think don't look too hateful. Roof has to actually go. Let's see, the quarters go on before the roof. So I believe the roof sandwiches over top of the quarters. Going to have 3 layers of metal there that we have to weld to, because the quarter welds to this welds over top of the quarters. So somehow we got to get this through both layers and into this, because you want all of this to be together as a structure, as a foundation. You want quarters to this, the quarters, and you want to make sure those welds penetrate into the skeleton. That's where we're at on that. There you have it. That's what we got going on today, guys. A little short update. Saturday's video, we should hopefully have a back end of this car clamped together and mostly welded. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and please subscribe. We see a lot of people watching the videos that are not subscribing, so please just hit the like and subscribe button. Help out a brother. Oh, and we got our first pork rind sponsor. A freebie's a freebie, whatever. We'll take what we can get. We're just a small little channel. Benny, don't put your fingers in the wet paint. Jesus Christ, you always got to put...